Hey everybody, Jonathan coming to you from our little power shed out here, which is really the coolest place to be because it's super hot this week and we're not complaining, but I just needed to find some shade instead of throwing some shade. So here we are. In the project management world or business world, they say you can't have something good, fast, and cheap. You can only have two out of the three. And I think that there's something similar in the legal cannabis industry, except they're different buckets. And I want to give a little bit of an educational snippet here to talk about why we get frustrated about certain things, but maybe there's a different way to approach it. And we want to talk about what really, what goes into our whole industry as a whole, I guess. But you see here, we've got three buckets as well, too. And this is what really the government of Canada needs to look at, and the provincial governments, when they're talking about the impact of legalization and whether we're being successful or not, and whether we can keep this going. You've got your money bucket. Okay, we always talk about that one as producers because we feel that we are being gouged, whether it's through high taxes, through high fees, through duties, through markups, through additional fees. It never ends. So we've focused a lot of our attention here. It is a huge part of it. But you also have the over control, the regulations. Those regulations that are super strict, that are really, really tying our hands as far as how we go to market, how we produce our product, the reporting, the document retention, the over-the-top security requirements, all of that control. But then also, finally, you have meeting the goals of legalization, which is really the most important part. But much like good, fast, and cheap, you can't have all three of these at the same time. So until the government realizes that they're going to have to give up on the money part if they want to meet the goals and still have control, or they're going to have to give up on control if they want to make the money and meet the goals, or hopefully, I don't think they're going to go this way. If you want to continue to meet the goals, you're going to have to give up either some of the money or you're going to have to give up some of the control. We've been pushing them for this. I think this is a good one to go. We're already seeing the impact of what happens by Farmgate and things when we're allowed to sell directly. By giving up that control, they're still making their money. They're still meeting their goals of legalization, actually even more so because we're bringing people in from the illicit market, which now contribute more money for them, but they've given up control. And they've given up a little control to people that are already over-regulated anyway. We already have to report on that. We already have to tell the government of Canada via Health Canada, via Canada Revenue Agency, we're already doing these reports. You're not really giving up control. You're just giving up a little bit more of options of people coming in to help you. So again, don't feel that we have to do all three of these because you can't. So if you want us to really make good on these goals, which is the number one objective, as stated by the government of Canada and the Prime Minister, then it's time to really take a look at this and this. You don't seem willing to take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Either way, it's going to help us meet our goals far better than trying to either focus on all three or we're not going to have any at all. So let's try.